Dear friends and dear workmen, the working class of India have the very glorious history of the struggle for their rights. So during the time of independence, before that actually there was a big working class upsurges against colonialism, and there was a lot of sacrifice for their struggles and national liberation movement. So, due to the lack of the class political orientation, due to the class oriented leadership, the working class of the India, they are losing their leadership in the independent struggle. So we know there was a very largest mobilization organization of the workers under the banner of AATC in the beginning. So AATC also have the very good role. After that, actually, there was a split between the Communist Party. Naturally, that is affect the trade union movement also. So there was another formation of CATU and AATC and CATU. So for what purpose there was formation, they forget and they losing class concept and class politics, and there slowly became a reformist and revisionist organization of the working class. In that time actually, the with the revolutionary politics, progressive politics, and democratic politics, new working class movements are rise. So in that situation, the revolutionary political movement also elaborate in all over India. In part of that situation, the TUSI, the new union, the Trade Union Center of India was formed. That this Trade Union Center of India is not new in that sense. Actually, this is a continuation of the ATUC. This is a continuation of CA2. This is a continuation of all uh, militant and revolutionary movements began in the Indian history. Now the Trade Union Center of India is the platform for the working class. So, uh, not just only the platform for the working class, this is the class organization. This is the class organization of the Indian working class. In Indian working class, compared to China and Russia, or compared to earlier days, today's Indian working class is very big in the size and very big in the size and very knowledgeable. Among the working class, there must be analyzation actually. So there is a white collar, there is a white collar and middle class and backward section among the working class. So TUSI have the position to analyze the Indian working class, to analyze the Indian working class and for mobilization for our nation. So now the trend in the manufacturing sector, production sector, the contract laborers are the main force compared to the permanent nature of workers and permanent employees. Now the contract laborers and unorganized sectors are the main force. They are the real exploited working people in the India. So now the Trade Center of India so have the position to mobilize the working class for their rights. That is first talk. So fulfill that task, there should be political struggle from the working class. Without political struggle against neoliberalism, against privatization, against globalization, so Indian working class cannot fulfill their own demands also. But all onslaught from the imperialism through the neoliberal policies and new codes actually for exploiting, for hunting the cheap labor actually. Now the MNCs and TNCs are shown more interest, more concentration on Indian manufacturing. Why? Why they want to invest here? Why they want business here actually? Here the factor is the cheap labor actually. So TUSI want correctly understanding this situation. So mobilize the contract workers, daily wages workers, especially for their own demands, their wages, their social security benefits, their occupational rights, their job securities. So that is the first task of the struggle. So the next task is the politically build up the working class movement against the social system, political system. Now, during the time of 1991, there is the new economic policy symposium and privatization. So, lakhs and lakhs manufacturing industries are closed down, and so the contract laborers numbers are increasing, and no fair uh, factories actually everywhere. There were the unfair labor practices under the central government, each state government and tribunals, they are not recognized, they are not provide the legal rights for the workers actually. This is the situation. This is the situation. After COVID also, the Indian working class, especially unorganized working class, contract laborers are facing do or die situation. In this time actually, so TUC led number of struggles against the privatization, against liberalization, globalization, and TUC totally refuse and reject the all new liberal policies. These new liberal policies cannot help the Indian manufacturing development or Indian employment actually. So TUC totally reject the new liberal policies, but the so-called biggest trade union like AATUC, CATUC, they are not fully oppose the neoliberal policies. They are political affiliation with the CPI, CPM, where the CPI, CPM rule the states. Their ATUC, CATUC, like other trade unions, are not have the political struggle. This is the fundamental difference between the TUC and ATUC and CATU. This is one thing. Second thing is now the very burning situation, burning issues is the fascist Brahminical RSS Modi government imposed the four labor codes on Indian working class. First is the code on wages, second is code on industrial relation, third is the code on social security benefits, fourth is the code on occupational rights and other things. So once actually this already imposed by the Modi government. Only thing is they want implement in ground. In this time actually, so TUC took the stand for mobilizing the working class against these four codes. We totally oppose and we demand repeal the these four anti-labor codes, repeal the anti-labor codes and actually abolish the contract labor system. So central government should provide the employment and employment job security for all working class. For that actually, so instead of going to symbolic strikes, so TUC gave the call to the working class. In first step actually, we are going to 3 days dharna in front of Parliament, Delhi. So November 5th, 6th, 7th, we have 3 days dharna in front of Parliament under the banner of Trade Union Center of India. That issue is the so we demand strongly demand the repeal of the four labor code. So we learn from the peasantry class very recently. Indian peasantry have achieved the goal. So through their historical struggle, they succeed in repeal the anti-farmers laws by the Modi government. This is the lesson from the farmers, and TUC have the first round struggle against these four codes. We want like-minded forces actually. First, independently we start this struggle. Then we want coordinate struggle all over the India. So against these labor codes. Along with this, actually, TUC is particular about the fascism. Now the whole constitutional rights are set aside by the Brahminical RSS government, and they imposing Hindutva, fascism, TUC, so threadbarely opposing the Hindutva, fascism, and we fight the communalism, we fight the caste system and Brahmanism. Without fighting the Brahmanism, we can't unite the working class. In Indian society, caste also reality. caste also obstacle for uniting the working class. We are really opposing. We are opposing the caste system and Brahminical system and Hindutva forces. This is the fundamental difference between the AITC, CATC and TUCI. So TUCI want build up the class struggle. TUCI want the prepare the platform for the workers for moving the class struggle. Simultaneously, we will fight the fascism. Neoliberalism and Hindutva fascism are two sides of same coin. Neoliberalism and Hindutva fascism is the two sides of same coin. So Indian working class must understand correctly and target